How could Amnon and Absalom go so wrong with a man after God's own heart as their father? Setting aside the awful example of David's sin with Bathsheba and that whole mess, they remind us of one simple rule. Faith is an individual decision, as is sin. They weren't born with David's faith, nor with Adam's sin. Today's Morning Minutes in the Bible on Throwback Thursday reaches back 41 years for an excellent analysis of that important rule. No Grandchildren by Robert F. Turner from Plain Talk Magazine, October 1980. The influence of godly parents can do much to shape the lives of their children, and it is to be expected that the younger generation accept religious concepts of their parents. While it is true that this sometimes results in a blind following, parents have an obligation to bring up their children in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, and should feel no guilt for so doing. Following the guidance of parents need not be done blindly, nor is rebellion against the parents' teaching a sign of true independence and maturity. It sometimes indicates immaturity, blindly following poorly informed peers. But when all this has been said, we still must reckon with individual responsibility. I like the way Brother Farrell Jenkins put it in a recent chapel talk. God has no grandchildren. Certain Jews in Christ's day, and some brethren today, rest their hope in a sort of physical kinship with God. The Jews said, "We have Abraham to our father," Matthew 3, verse 9. And some brethren say, "My dad was an elder in the church," or "My mother was truly a godly woman." I feel like asking, do you think they would approve of your present conduct or attitude? The family relation with God is spiritual, a knowing, indwelling, and fellowship that is established through individual self-denial and trust in Jesus Christ. Parents can no more do these things for their offspring than they can love, hate, or feel joy for them. Each one who comes to God becomes his child in the same sense that he becomes a lively stone built upon the true foundation, a laborer in God's vineyard, a soldier in his army, a citizen in his kingdom. These and other like figures depict the functioning, serving relationship of adults, freely giving themselves to God in Christ. He that believeth and is baptized limits the relationship to those who can believe. Infants are safe and in no need of forgiveness. All shall know me, Hebrews 8:11, further stresses the exercise of intellect and will that is essential to being a child of God. Genuine Christianity is not inherited. God has no grandchildren. So, if we're hearing Robert correctly, our parents' faith does not transfer to us like an inheritance. And if we're waiting for that clause in the will, we're going to be very disappointed. That means we must have our own faith if we want to see them again in eternity. The choice is yours, not theirs. Thank you for watching Morning Minutes in the Bible on Throwback Thursday. Until next time, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.